Alright, Sunday. Not hiking today. The youngest is in KL doing a tennis tournament, so I kind of want to be available for when she needs pick up from school. But what I have found is something called Lover's Bridge. Let's look on the map. It is like out here on the coastline from me, just straight out. So it's this long pier. If I change to satellite, it's this long Lover's Bridge, Tanjung Sepat. So anyway, I just want to go check it out. It looks kind of interesting, maybe interesting area, and have a walk around and see what's there. Anyway, let's go. Being into what appears to be a really cute little seaside town. Drive here was, it's funny, when you're on the main roads, it's like a different Malaysia, and once you start going on the back roads, you see a whole like cute side to Malaysia with all the palm, and it must be dragon fruit season because there were loads of dragon fruit stalls on the side of the road. But just give you a little look. Cute houses. I was just pondering on the way here because my daughter's in KL, my youngest. She's doing the tennis tournament, so I'm waiting to pick her up. And I was just thinking, with all this going on, there were bombs dropped on Friday in the Middle East. I don't want to name the countries involved, but just thinking the benefit of Malaysia, one of the benefits for me in Malaysia is at least my perceived level of safety. It's almost a place where I feel like there's a phrase in the UK, like, you can leave your front door unlocked, and I feel like Malaysia is a place you can leave your door unlocked. Always feel very safe, and leaving the UK last year, it was definitely not a safe place. Like in town at night, getting robbed, pickpocket, your house broken into, all very real dangers. This is super cute, check this out. It's like a Chinese I don't know, Chinese something. I don't want to say shrine because I don't think it was, but anyway, this is a cute little town. I'm gonna now, I think, just find a place to park up and then walk down to this bridge that extends out into the ocean and have a look. Alright, here we are. It says Taman Tanjung. I think that's where we are. But I think there's I've just parked on this road. I don't know if like you really can or not. I can see there's some stands coming up, so walk through them, and I think the bridge going out, I think it used to be wooden. I saw a few comments saying that it's now concrete. So yeah, I mean, let's have a look. don't know if you've noticed these before. They're like huts that you rent out and convert it into that, to that. I guess maybe you pay to have number 4 and you set up your stand. Quite a cool invention. And then here is that bridge. So let's have a look. Fishing. I think it's supposed to early Malaysians to fishing, and they're probably not tonight to be in. It's like the tide is out, so slightly bad time. As I said, I've got to pick up at some point. So, I can imagine this is awesome for fishing off. At some point they've put in this sea defence. These stones, this is obviously not there naturally. They've put in quite a big defence there. Oh, I'll go and show that sign when we get back. This must be where we are. Right, this one. Good view. If you know fishing, I'm quite keen on having a fishing experience. I think there are fishing lakes. I don't really think they're lakes. I think there's fishing ponds. I was pondering visiting one of those. But obviously you can fish off here, but I'd need to buy gear. I kind of need a place where you can rent or hire gear just the first couple of times, see if it's something I want to do. In theory, I'm vegetarian. I do eat the fish from time to time, but I kind of want to show my son because he still eats meat, and I kind of want to show him what it means to take a life. And every time you eat a chicken drumstick or something, you've taken a life. Kind of want him to take a life, because that's what you're doing. Just you're one step away from doing it yourself, but you're causing it. So just want to have him experience that. We're actually very close. I made a video about Morib Beach. I think that's a little bit further south. And the Sepat Gold Coast, which I think is also just here somewhere. I think we're north of both of those. And obviously Malacca, that might be Malacca in the distance. This is obviously Malacca Strait. I can't see the Avani Resort here, from here, but it's here somewhere. I think, again, it's just south of where I'm at. And then, yeah, somewhere between here and Malacca would be Portex. And that recreational forest, that was really cool. I'd say that's been my favourite spot so far on the west coast. Just because you can hike across that forest and get to almost private beaches. I don't know if you're enjoying this view, it's pretty cool. It's always hard for me to enjoy a place where there's so much trash. Which there is. I'd love to, in my lifetime, to see zero trash in Asia. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's only going to get worse. But we're I don't even want to get into this, but we're for sure killing ourselves. One piece of plastic at a time. It's kind of weird. Someone's left a broken chair with 2 drinks on. 3 drinks on. Why'd you do that? I saw a cool YouTube video where a guy went to a port, YouTuber obviously, went to a port and said, "Can I ride one of your ships?" And they said, yeah. So he went from the Netherlands to Turkey on a container vessel. And it was quite cool. It's a cool video. It took a few days. Then he, I think he got a flight back. Because I do wonder, like, the crew, the captain, what life is like. I mean, how often do you come across someone that's their job? They're out there. I guess it's a bit like a politician. They're out there. But what is life like for them? So you won't be able to see it, but there's a couple of white towers, I'm guessing lighthouses. I can't see. Orib Beach might be that one. But yeah, it's quite a way down to Port Dickson in Malacca. I've said it before, but the Malacca Strait is the most pirated shipping lane in the world. You wouldn't think so, because are they coming out of the Malaysian side, the pirates, or are they coming out of the Indonesian side? Or are they from neither side? They're coming from somewhere else to do the pirating. I don't know. And then what do they take? The oil vessels? The container vessels? Again, fascinating stuff I need to learn more about. And does that mean as a boat you don't sit in the strait because you're in danger? I don't know. I'm guessing this crane has some kind of historical use. It looks like it has a swivel top and it could have potentially unloaded something. No longer in use for sure, but maybe at some point. I just noticed the remnants of what must have been the wooden pier. You can see the stumps. I'd love to know if this is a good spot for fishing. I can imagine these lights come on. Maybe if there's dudes hanging out fishing for stuff, you can see it'd be a reason to come here. Otherwise, yeah, you can get a bit of food, bit of drink, walk out here. The beach is kind of unusable. I'll have a walk around in town now, see if I can spot anything. But otherwise, kind of wondering why I came. Looks like they're working a little bit on the defences just up there. And it looked like there was maybe some fishing boats. Whether they're still in use or not, I do not know. The water, I think the water comes in quite a bit. Yeah, he's digging it up. Doing some kind of work. Yeah, there's not really a lot here. Alright, just where this bridge starts, I think there's toilets, places to sit, and this sign. I think that's it. Bit of a place to pray maybe. I'm really liking the incense they burn. The smell is really, really good. We had it a lot in Bali. Really like that smell. I'm wondering if this place has Chinese significance. I'm noticing a lot of Chinese here. And like the food now, I think a lot of it is Chinese. I might be wrong, but I think that's kind of it. Get the bridge, get places to eat and drink. I've got a real thing about murals, and that's a cool one on that brick wall. It's a couple having a sunset picture. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there's definitely a Chinese vibe here. I'm sure I'll be told in the comments everything I should have known. I get the impression that people travel down to eat at these restaurants, both in the front and like this one here. Definitely get the impression that people have travelled here for this. So maybe in the evening, because now it's 3 o'clock, it's a food place. You come down for the fish food, or just the restaurant. I definitely get that vibe. So I found my way to that river part where the digger is. Here's the fishing boats. I'd say they're still in use. At least some of them. So when the water comes in, out they go. Huge building getting constructed. Well, actually that's been there a while. Okay, so there's a derelict building opposite. Yeah, I don't know, be interested to know what's going on. This dude's just hanging out. Maybe they're the fishermen. Got a slightly better view. Here's our fishing boat. All the fishing boats. So it looks like they've replaced the wooden sea defence maybe with the concrete pillars. I'm not sure all of these boats go out. Be interesting to see once the water comes in. Some guys on his boat there. Yeah, okay. So my guess is fishing boats go out, come back, supply the restaurants, you get fresh fish at the seafood restaurants that seem to be popular. And then I get trapped by the fishing net. And I reckon that's why you come here. I mean, before the internet existed, how would you know any of this? It's quite fun to figure it out on site. I'm just making excuses for why I don't know. It looks like there were some apartments or something built but not finished. There's so many built but not finished or derelict or abandoned buildings in Malaysia. I've heard other YouTubers talk about it as well, how it literally is the country of the abandoned building. Guessing this is a popular restaurant. Probably come here just for that. You know how I like my trees? Look at this one. Beautiful tree. There you go, my favourite tree of this spot, right there. Growing up in, oh, Hookie Big Tree restaurant. There you go. Maybe I'll bring the family one day. You can try one of these. Obviously I'll have to try the big tree one, being a big tree enthusiast. Alright, don't know what else there is to show you, but fish restaurants, walk out the pier, Chinese vibe, and that's about everything. I stand corrected. That building that we just looked at from the other side, there are actually people in it doing some work, and it is a Sunday, so maybe not quite abandoned yet. It doesn't look like a lot is happening, but someone was in there. Maybe it's going to be more of the same, so more shops and stuff like this side. They've repeated it just here.